If you want to improve in Go, you need to get better at finding big moves. Today I want to talk about the single most important concept for understanding why a move was big or small. Thinking about the follow-ups. It always surprises me how many Go players don't know or apply this idea consistently, and I hope this video will help change things for the better. No matter if you're in the opening, middle game fighting or end game, the best moves are usually those where both players have a big continuation. I won't talk about endgame mathematics today, we can do that in a later video. For now, just trust me when I say that for determining the value of a move, the follow-ups can be even more important than the move itself. This is the reason why sometimes a move seems big but is actually very small, while another move seems to be tiny but turns out to be the key point on the board. This is a game between two single-digit cues. Black just played 121, threatening to capture these 3 stones. And white defended, and I'm sure most cue players would do the same. Losing stones is always scary, but if we think about the continuations, it's much smaller than you might think. First, we note that white's defensive move of 122 doesn't have any continuation. Let's look at black's move now. Suppose white ignores, black cuts, white will defend from the side, and black can capture 3 stones here. That's it, black doesn't threaten anymore. So black gained 3 stones, but apart from that, there's no continuation for black either. A situation like this, where both sides don't have any continuation after this move, always is smaller than it seems. So be careful whenever you make a move like that. If I adjust AI Sensei's mistake slider a bit, we can see that both 122 and black 121 were mistakes, losing about 5 points each. Instead, both players should have played at the top left. But this area doesn't really seem exciting, does it? Well, let's look at the follow-ups. If white plays at A, he can build points in the center while reducing black's topside area. I'm using AI Sensei's live analysis feature to look at the continuations now. If we let black pass, start the live analysis, we see that white has some scary move at A. So I don't think the black group's gonna die here, but white is gonna get some moves in center. So now white managed to destroy black's side even more, while threatening another continuation, which is like killing the black group. So black had to defend. So we can see that just by playing 1, white prepared this sort of attack, which made the move much bigger than it seemed before. Let's have a look at what happens if black plays first here. For example, instead of move 121, black can play here. And now, if white doesn't respond, black can play this nice peep, threatening to cut off the whole group, so white might respond. And then we can check again for more continuations here. If I run the live analysis, we see that actually there's a lot of different places on the board to play. So let's restrict the region for now, and look only at moves in this area. We see now that black not only threatens this nasty cut, which might be very complicated, but also just the clear Otari here. It's very big, as black will keep walking into white's territory. So we can make white pass again. And yeah, now the cut is even more dangerous, or black might try to live now inside white's territory, or just keep running from here. So we see that after black's move, there's more and more disturbing continuations on the left side. If we understand that follow-ups are the key, the difference between the top left and bottom right corner is like night and day. The bottom right is a dead end for both players, there's no follow-ups at all. But on the top left, if black plays first, black has another nice follow-up, threatening another follow-up, and black has tons of interesting moves on the left that are suddenly possible. And if white plays here, white also not only gains something immediately, but white can also follow up by attacking this black group, gaining some more moves, destroying more of black's point. So both sides have plenty of follow-ups. That's the key idea here. In the game, both black and white played some more dead-end moves after. You see that black blocked here, and I guess by now you see that these 2 stones aren't really important, because after capturing them, black doesn't gain any follow-up at all. But white defended, which was also bad. The next move, black 125. It looks really big, doesn't it? But still, the AI thinks that the top left is more important. Guess what? Because of the continuations. This one is big for black, and if white plays, white certainly has some more moves to play. But also here, black doesn't have a follow-up, and that still makes it 4 points smaller than playing on the top left, where both sides have the continuation. Let's look at a different example. This game is almost even. White just played Atari with 40. Black decided not to save his stone, but rather try and cut white on the left with 41. If white blocks now, black can capture 3 stones with a sequence up to 5. If instead, white takes a Ponukhi with 2, black can get a bigger corner with 3. Nice, isn't it? Well, if we enable the live analysis, we see that white is now ahead. The reason for that is while black did gain some points, this variation was a dead end. White is very strong in the center now and can play in the important top left first. Instead, black should have saved his stone. This is a very important stone, because saving it enables a lot of continuations for black. Not only can black now attack the white group here on the hole, it also threatens an attack on the right white group. For example, if white passes, we see that there's an invasion like this, which becomes a fierce double attack on both white groups if this black stone is alive. If black tries to do the same after giving white the Ponukhi, black is now the one being attacked, because white just has to take care of one group. It doesn't have any problem at all. In this situation, the AI will actually propose to play from the outside instead and just reduce white. There's a Go proverb saying a Ponukhi, which is the shape of capturing one stone, is worth 30 points. Usually that's an exaggeration, but in a situation like this, it might be true, when keeping your stone alive gives you so many nice follow-ups. In the game, you can see that white also misjudged the situation, and in the end, it was black who got the Ponukhi in the center. A few moves later, white played on the right side with 50, which is another mistake, losing about 5 points. Now, black has the chance to cut on the left side, attacking 2 white groups. White probably won't die, but black will have follow-ups against both white groups that will gain points for him. That's the secret to attacking in Go. Don't try to kill, but instead create profitable follow-ups. White, instead of playing 50, should have protected against this cut. Not only does it defend, but it also creates its own continuation. We see that for black, AI Sensei actually recommends defending at 2. If black doesn't do that, we can use the live analysis again to see what white will play. So white will start at A, and black needs to be very careful not to die now. Black might have some interesting defense moves at A or B from the outside, but let's assume black has to make live inside, for example like this. White will respond, black will play here, and now white cannot really kill because black has another move threatening a cut or making another eye in the center. But what white can do is playing here, forcing black to live locally. Black still has this nice intermediate move, but still black should eventually come back and live here. And we see that white gained a lot of strength for his group, which is a good thing for later, because white also wants to attack the black group on top. So if white forces black against this group, it helps a lot if it has an eye more or less. I recommend that whenever you play or analyze, think about both black's and white's continuation of a move. If it's a dead end, be careful, as it might be too small for now. If both sides have good follow-ups, you should be eager to play it, even if it seems small at first. Also, whenever you don't understand why the AI likes some specific move, thinking about the follow-ups will help you. You might find AI Sensei's live analysis useful for that, especially now, since you can restrict the region where it should analyze. If you want to see more videos like this, remember to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.